And see, this is how the geometry of JFET is given. So you have an N-type substrate will be there. Substrate is the uh, layer above which your actual device is grown. So substrate is just like it will give support to your device. Okay. So you have an N layer, and in N layer, I'm going to fabricate or diffuse two P-type regions. Okay. So both are going to be your gate. So this one terminal will be your source, and this terminal will be your drain, and this terminal will be your gate. So this is the geometry of your single-sided geometry of your JFET, how the junction is formed. Okay, and you know the drain current will flow from drain to the source. This is the actual value of actual direction of flow of drain current. But as per the logic what we have studied in JFET, since your source is going to have majority carrier, the electrons will flow from source to drain. So the actual drain current will flow from drain to source in the opposite direction. Okay, so now we are going to derive what is called as the expression for VGS and VP. Okay, so VGS is going to be the expression for pinch off voltage in terms of VGS, because pinch off condition is closely related to your VGS. Okay, so you know that we are going to apply negative voltage to your gate, so which is going to remove all the free channels from the charge, and the channel is said to be pinched off. So that voltage is going to be called as pinch off voltage VP. So assume that in P type we have acceptor atoms of density Na, and the N type you have donor atoms of density Nd, and the junction formed is abrupt. You have an abrupt junction formed between the P and N regions, and P will have Na number of acceptor atoms, and N region will have Nd number of donor atoms. So you know this charge density equation. So it is just like your Poisson's equation. The d square V by dx square equal to minus q Nd by epsilon. So this is going to be the equation, charge density equation. It is going to be the basis for deriving our voltage barrier potential. Okay, so if you could remember, we use the same equation in PN junction diode also for deriving the barrier potential. Same thing, wherever PN junction diode is going to be involved, the same equations will come into picture. And Q is going to be the charge. You know, Nd is the donor atom, and epsilon is the permittivity of the channel. And I want V from this, so integrate one time. So here it is constant, right? So you get, when you integrate one time, you get dV by dx equal to minus q Nd epsilon into x. When you apply the boundary condition, you get this value plus c. You get plus c, right? So when you apply the boundary condition, you can get the value of c. I want to integrate this equation once again. Okay, I want to integrate this equation once again. So V will be equal to minus q Nd by 2 epsilon into integration of x is x square by 2, and integration of W is W into x. So if you take that 1 by 2 outside, you get V is equal to minus q Nd by 2 epsilon into x square minus 2 double x minus 2 W into x. So at x equal to W, so at x equal to W, we are seeing the voltage will be the barrier potential. Okay, so at W is going to be the depletion layer width. At the depletion layer width, the value of V will be exactly equal to the barrier potential. So from that, if I substitute x is equal to W in the above equation, I will get the value of barrier potential as Vp is equal to Q Nd W square by 2 epsilon. The first thing, I have found out the barrier potential. So this barrier potential is constant when there is no voltage applied. When no VGS is applied, this barrier potential will be developed across the PN junction. Okay, this is the first voltage expression we have derived when the device is not subjected to any voltage. Now you see, when you subject the device to voltage, you get wedge-shaped depletion region. So this wedge-shaped depletion region you get when there is a variation of when you are going to vary the voltages VDS and VGS. When you are going to vary both the voltage VDS and VGS, we are going to have a wedge-shaped depletion region. So since the depletion region is not uniform, so it will not be exactly equal to the barrier potential VB. So there will be some variation in the barrier potential. And you see that this shape is also not a standard shape, so that you can write some mathematical formula for that. So I'm going to consider the barrier potential as at the distance of x. at a distance of x, it is going to be Vp is equal to Vb minus Vp minus Vx. Okay, so it is going to be minus V of x because of the non-familiar shape of the depletion region. It's a wedge-shaped function. Okay, so now the space charge with Wn equal to W of x at the distance x along channel. So as you move along the channel, you can see that the channel length is getting reduced, or channel area is getting reduced. So I can write W of x is equal to A minus B of x. Okay, so see here at the beginning you have 2A. As you move inside further to the depletion region, which is wedge shape, the width is keeping on reducing. So the 2 dx. So average, if you take along the center line, it is total, it is A, and here it is B of x. So the depletion layer width is going to be A minus B of x. On both sides, if you take, it is 2 into A minus B of x. So number symmetry இருக்கிறதுனால we will be finding it for one side only, and if you multiply by 2, you will get the answer for both sides. So A minus B of x. Okay, and we are substituting that. It is to see the previous one, the voltage expression we got, 2 epsilon by q nd into v naught minus v of x power half. So this is the expression we get when we compute the space charge width. So in the equation, how it is coming is because of the wedge-shaped depletion region formed when you apply both the voltage VGS and VDS. This equation is got when you don't apply any voltage. When you don't apply any voltage means just when you are leaving the JFET as it is, because of the PN junction inside the JFET, you will have this barrier potential developed, and this barrier potential is not same, and we are writing it as Vp minus Vx. Vp is the pinch off voltage minus V of x. Okay, and you see here the where epsilon is the dielectric constant, q is the charge, and v naught is the junction contact potential at the point x. See, the voltage varies with respect to distance, because when the distance is going to increase, the depletion region shape is also changing, right? So the everything is varying now. Previously, when we found the barrier potential, everything was constant, but here everything is varying now. So V of x is the applied potential across the space charge region at a point x at a distance of x, and the negative value for applied reverse bias is A. A is the metallurgical charge thickness between the substrate and P plus region. A minus B of x is the actual depletion region width. So you see here, A is the where at the starting you find it to be 2A. 2A means here upper portion A and lower portion A, and here upper portion 2 bx, lower portion 2 px. So effectively, if I want to find this distance, it's going to be A minus B of x. If I do A minus B of x, I get the width of the depletion region. And as x is going to, as you are going to move in this direction, which is going to be x, this B of x will vary. And accordingly, every time A minus B of x you do, you will find the depletion region width. Okay, so now you'll see the pinch off voltage is given by pinch off voltage is QND. See this same thing, the barrier potential you take, but W equal to, you are substituting W equal to A. So at the starting, the width is A, correct? So I'm at the beginning of the depletion region, I'm substituting W equal to A. That is going to be my pinch off voltage. So pinch off voltage Vp equal to QND by 2 epsilon into A square. This equation we got from the barrier potential equation. இங்க வந்து W square இருக்கும். For W, I'm substituting W equal to A. So at the pinch off condition, the depletion layer width will be equal to A. And hence I can, if you rearrange this equation, I can write WPO equal to 2 epsilon by QND into VGS power half. So VGS, we are considering the pinch off voltage to be equal to VGS. So I am replacing VP by VGS. And if I cross multiply this equation, and I am replacing A by WPO. WPO means width at pinch off. Okay, so WPO equal to 2 epsilon by QND into VGS power half. If I rearrange this equation, and the pinch off voltage is going to be, the depletion layer width is going to be exactly equal to A minus B, because it is continuously varying, right? So A minus B equal to 2 epsilon by QND into VGS power half. And upon solving the equation, what you get, so you can substitute the value of VGS here. So I'm going to have this VGS constant, and I'm going to substitute what is 2 epsilon by QND. So 2 epsilon by QND equal to Vp by A square. So 2 epsilon by, from this equation, find what is 2 epsilon by q and d. So it is going to be a square by vp, correct? So this equation you take, what I'm pointing here, from this you find 2 epsilon by q and d. So if you rearrange this equation, you will get a square by vp. Substitute that here, you see here a square by vp. So a minus b is equal to a square by vp into vgs power half. So take square root for individual term. If you take square root for a square, it is a. If you take for the VGS by VP, I am writing it as power half. And this A term, I am bringing it here. So A minus B by A is equal to VGS by VP power half. Or square both sides. 1 minus B by A the whole square equal to VGS by VP. Or I can write VGS equal to 1 minus B by A the whole square into VP. So this is a very, very important equation for voltage, in the voltage relation between VGS, VP and your depletion layer with A and B. So VGS is going to be the general gate source voltage, VGS. VP is the voltage at which pinch off happens. I again say pinch off is the condition when the minimum area of channel is present, so that a minimum constant drain current will be flowing throughout your device. So when you put B is equal to 0, so when you put B is equal to 0 here, you get VGS equal to VP. B is equal to 0 na enna meaning na? The depletion layer width is uniform. A um B um same. So B is 0 means the effectively this depletion layer width is merging with the actual depletion layer. When you put B is equal to 0, you get VGS equal to VP. Okay, so when you are going to make the drain current 0, I told you there is only one possibility, by making your VGS more and more negative. So if you make VGS more and more negative, then your ID will be